calculating the mean in a set of data. The mean is also known as the average, and often people interchange the word average and mean, so it's important to know that they're both the same thing. It's really the central number in a data set, but it's not the middle number because that's the median. The mean can be used for categorical data, but really all it's doing is identifying the average number of responses as opposed to the average answer. It suits numerical data the best. The mean helps us to summarize data into one number, and this is beneficial when we're comparing data. So instead of having to get all of our numbers together and compare them side by side, which can take a really long time, particularly if our data set has a huge amount of numbers in it, we can compare just a single number which summarizes our results really and draw some conclusions from that. The way that we calculate the mean, and we're going to use this data set here as an example, which is shoe size of Year 8 students in a class, is to add all the numbers together. So we add all numbers and then we divide by how many are in the data set. So I'm writing that in the top corner as a bit of a reminder. We add all the numbers and we divide by how many are in the data set, and that gives us our mean or our average. In this case, we would add all of these numbers, 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13. And our answer is 111. That's not our average, that's our total. So we've just calculated the total. What we need to do next is divide that by how many are in the data set. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we do 111, our total, divided by 12, which gives us the answer 9.25. So based on that, we can conclude that the average or the mean shoe size in the class is size 9. Two steps. Add all the numbers, divide by how many in the data set. Let's look at another example. In this case, it's again, same topic that we're investigating, shoe size of Year 8 students. We've got some different sizes, so it's a different class. First thing that we need to do is add all of our numbers and then we divide by how many there are in the data set. So we do 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13. And our answer is 109. Now I cheated a little bit. I'd already written the answers down, but you could use a calculator at this point. It is important that we get this part accurate, and I always recommend calculating it twice. Double check your answer. If you get different answers, calculate it a third time. It's important when we're calculating average that we're accurate with our calculation. So a calculator is okay. What we now need to do is divide by the total, which is 109, by how many numbers are in the data set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we do 109 divided by 13, and our answer is 8.3. So that means that our average for this class is size 8 shoes. If we're looking at how we use this data and how we can compare, this was our first data set and the mean for this one was size 9 and the mean for this class was size 8. So we could say that the students in data set 1 have larger feet, which might indicate that they're older students in comparison to data set number 2. That doesn't quite work because we've identified that our data is Year 8 and Year 8. We could go a little bit deeper and say that maybe the second data set had a larger number of female students because we know that females typically, stereotypically, not always, stereotypically have smaller feet. So that's sort of how we can use our data and our averages to calculate some conclusions ultimately. In this instance, our averages are very similar, they're only one apart. So there wouldn't be a lot of really deep conclusions we could draw from that data.